Welcome back, everybody. It's gonna be
Ah! It's going good.
Welcome back to Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum. That's Kyle. Kyle is happy.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. I was sure I was gonna try and not swear this episode,
Fuck.
and you
That.
just fucked it up right away. But one thing I do want to say before we get started, guys, there's a video on the channel. I look back at X-Men, the first X-Men film from 2000. Kyle put a lot of love, effort into it. He edited it
No, I
so
didn't.
well. Yes, he did. Don't lie. Yes, he did. He spent 2 of his days off editing 2 videos for us. So, that's like a full-time commitment to the channel now. So this is basically his job. He's handing in his notice when he goes in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pay him in cuddles.
Oh, good that.
You alright, mate? You're not dying?
Just all that fucking cuddle love, you know what I
The
mean?
cuddle love.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, let's get into our very, very first topic. Topic? Let's get into
Topic.
topic. Let's get into the first topic.
The top back.
Because it is, what is it, Kyle? It's Friday. What does that mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I completely blanked out. But yeah, it's fucking Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get...
Eventually these videos there'll be something a bit more special for once I get my hands on. But yeah.
Yeah. Your audio keeps... But that's alright.
Okay. Bye.
You don't say all that interesting anyway, so it should be fine.
Hello?
Hello.
Am I here?
You here?
I'm here.
Yeah. Right. Last of Us. Season 2. Apparently, it's coming to us from Craig Mazin. Apparently, it's only gonna be... I like that. Apparently, it's only gonna be...
Oh.
I like that too. Apparently, it's only gonna be 7 episodes long. With a much larger 3rd season coming. I don't quite get the thing behind this, mate, but, story's everything, so if it's the story they need to tell in season 2 is only 7 episodes long, fair enough. I know season 1 was 9 episodes, was it? I believe. Have a check for me. I'm pretty sure.
I can do with my mouse and keyboard.
Well, it's like he's never had a mouse and keyboard before.
I've literally had a mouse and keyboard. It's just this one's so much better, so much more convenient.
I've never had mouse and keyboard.
Oh, hang on.
Is it 9? Is it 9? I bet it's 9. I know it's 9. Don't even search. It's 9 episodes. Don't even search.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, you're saying so 7 episodes in a much longer 7th season, 3rd season. Now, this has kind of got me thinking about the show a bit differently. I'm thinking, let's go Last of Us spoilers. Sorry, everyone, but I think everyone already knows.
Yeah, full spoilers. Like, this isn't like, oh, just a little thing. No, this is big. This is something big, and it changes
Yeah.
the story. It's a massive thing. So if you don't want it spoiled,
I would say the most pivotal point in the Last of Us story.
yeah, in the entire story,
Yeah.
1 and 2, like, it's the most pivotal thing in the entire franchise. So if you don't want that spoiled for you and you want to experience it firsthand, play the game. It's out there, available now. Just stop being poor and buy a PS5.
Kyle, you cannot tell people to stop being poor.
I know, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's our humour, okay?
It's alright. I can make fun of fat people because I'm fat, and Kyle can make fun of poor people because he's poor.
Yes.
Yeah.
says that with fucking 3-4 grand of hot toys just sat there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cameron up house, everything.
That's the living crisis,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a massive spoiler though. So if you don't want that spoiled for you, absolutely please just skip to the next topic or watch another one of our videos.
I'd say even if you do want it spoiled for you, why?
Yeah, are you fucking stupid?
El stupido.
Yeah, bro. Why?
So, right, we've given you enough warning. So when Joel gets his head absolutely fucking caved in with a golf club by Abby, we were speculating at first that, I think this might happen at the end of the first episode. I think now we're getting a couple I know we've seen set photos of stuff that's in.
See, now that could have been stuff to kind of like make us think, oh, they're going that straight away, but that could just be, that could be at the end of the season. That could be Joel maybe dies at the end of the season.
They literally, like, just show up in that city. You know what I mean?
In
the city they go to. What city is it they go to?
It's like Atlanta or something. I don't know. Alaska, something like that.
I don't think it's Alaska, mate.
It's Mars.
Yeah, maybe they just show up to the city that her and Dina go to, and that's like the last shot of the season, and then we know what's going to happen from there. I'm thinking about the show completely differently now.
It's definitely nice because we will have some nice surprises in there for us. I mean, we were going to have nice surprises anyways, because it's like everyone knows the first part of the Last of Us story. Like, everyone knows it to death. And, with the nice surprises we had with, like, Bill and Frank, that episode, that was just a nice surprise expanding on the story. So, yeah, I think they're definitely taking that on board and just expanding the story a bit more, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I think they might wait a little bit more as well for season 3, see if they can age Bella up a little bit more as well.
Potentially.
I know people have been complaining about that, but we've already been through this. She was great in the first season, so I'm not really too bothered about that. It's not like they've cast a 6'2" woman with, like, arms bigger than my thighs to go up against the cast around Bella. So there's a believable Abby for her story.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7 episodes, much longer third season, and potentially a 4th.
Who knows, this could maybe outrun the actual games. I mean, I've heard in the gaming world that the developer of the video game franchise Last of Us, Naughty Dog, apparently they're not going to be the only developer for the Last of Us games,
I read
or something
that.
along the lines of that.
Well, I read something along the lines of we're not going to be a Last of Us studio forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's...
Sorry, I might have quoted that wrong then, but even though still, this could be, potentially just... It could, Game of Thrones it and outpace the source material.
Yeah, which, let's we've got Game of Thrones later as well, but let's talk about this. Everyone says, who didn't read the books, Game of Thrones got rubbish when they stopped following the books. Oh, did you like season 6? Yeah, I think it was one of the best ones. Alright, it had outpaced the books by then. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on to our next topic. Jordan Peele. This is coming to us from Jeff Snyder, the Insider. This is probably the most reliable source he is out there. He had a meeting with Marvel Studios about possibly directing, writing, or producing the upcoming X-Men movie. And apparently it just fell through. It didn't happen. Now, Jordan Peele, great director. And, he's had some good wins, but, he's had a few mediocre films in there as well. Look, if it came out tomorrow that Jordan Peele was directing X-Men, I'd be very happy. But with the other name that's floating around out there,
Mm.
I'm kind of glad that he might have passed on this. Because it doesn't seem like it's something to be into either. Would you be happy? Jordan Peele turns out he's directing.
Yeah, I'd be down for it.
I know you're
100%.
a big Jordan Peele fan, a massive Jordan Peele fan.
Yeah, I've watched all like, his latest sort of psychological, like all the films he's been bringing out are just like psychological horror-esque, mind fuck films. I didn't, I enjoyed Nope. It was just this, I don't know, something about it I felt like I missed a little bit, but I enjoyed it. And then obviously Us, I thought was fucking amazing. Us was so good.
With Lupita.
Yeah, Get Out is so
Get Out is.
I've only ever watched. Like, I'll admit, I've only watched that film once because it's too freaky. It's like, holy shit! I do want to watch it again. I just don't think I got round to it. I think, if Us or Nope didn't come out, I probably would have rewatched it by now. But because we've had these other great films as well, I just watched those. But yeah, I mean, I remember I when Nope came out and I missed it in the cinema, unfortunately. And it came out, I think it was on Amazon Prime. I was like, yep, rent.
Yeah.
Full HD.
And obviously he's just been involved with Monkey Man as well, that came out this year. Great.
Yes, yeah.
Great film.
Absolutely.
That's our review on it. We did do one on channel. Yeah, great film. But yeah, what I'm talking about is the other name attached to it is that we are hearing that Ryan Coogler might be
Director
attached.
of the Black Panther films.
Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, Creed might be attached to X-Men. And I just think that that's a better fit for X-Men than Jordan Peele. And Jordan Peele strikes me as a sort. We know Coogler can work well with Marvel.
I want to say one thing.
Say it.
Obviously,
say it.
I feel like, obviously, Sam Raimi had his shot with Multiverse, with Doctor Strange. It didn't really nail it on the head. There were some good elements in there. But I definitely think if, Sam Raimi and Jordan Peele, if they teamed up, if they let Jordan Peele do the story and the overarching themes of things in the film for Doctor Strange, and then Sam Raimi came in and he did all sort of like the crazy action and all the crazy effects.
Do you know what? That's a duo I'd like to see.
Yeah, that is...
Raimi and Peele, for some reason, it just hasn't... Yeah, that actually kind of works in my head.
It really just... It just popped into my head now. I'm thinking... So obviously we watched Boy Kills World, which we both loved, and obviously Sam Raimi is he's got a producer credit, but you can definitely tell that he's dipped his hand in that film and said, this is something that, he's done. But I think that would absolutely, Doctor Strange, or even like doing a horror-esque film, because this guy can do horror, he can do psychological horror.
Yeah,
so
no, definitely.
I think if not that, then at least please let him have some sort of attachment to the Moon Knight character. There's no other director I see personally.
All right, yeah.
Mastering Moon Knight. But going off topic from that, I'm just saying for Jordan Peele, he might not be attached, missed opportunity. Potentially, yeah. Any chance of getting a good director onto a project and they turn it down or things don't work out, it is a missed opportunity, of course.
Yeah,
but...
like look at, Edgar Wright's Ant-Man. That was in development for so long where the story just wouldn't fit into the MCU anymore.
Yeah.
The one that Edgar Wright wanted to tell. So, yeah. But look, I would much rather have Jordan Peele making original films instead of being attached to an X-Men film for probably 3 years of his life. Doing it. It's the...
Be a good X-Men film.
It would be a good X-Men film. The pre-production, the shooting it, the post-production, the press tour, all that stuff. So, I'd much prefer him making his films because, I think Jordan Peele and Ryan Coogler could both make X-Men, but Ryan Coogler could not make a Jordan Peele film, if you know what I'm saying. So I would rather have Coogler attached to X-Men. It's kind of the name I'm set on now as well. It's what my heart's set on. So if it's not Google,
You're pulling me to that as well. I'm like, oh, that would make.
Especially, and I say this as well, and it's, if you've watched Fruitvale Station and the way he, it's a true story, and the way he deals with discrimination in that, he could just transfer it so well over to the X-Men.
Yeah,
and that's the route I'm looking at it from, and I think it'd be an amazing choice. Peele would be an amazing choice as well, but keep doing your thing, Jordan Peele, because I want to see him do his thing. He doesn't need the X-Men need him.
Yeah.
So
the Marvel needs him. I'd say.
Definitely. Yeah. And do you think, just going on this, do you think maybe why it kind of fell through the cracks a bit is there's a. We're big Marvel fans, but we'll admit it, there's a little bit of a stain to the Marvel name right now. Not a big one.
No, because it's big money, do you know what I mean? Like, he could have just accepted this and taken the money, but maybe he just didn't feel, maybe it didn't work out.
Maybe he didn't have an idea for it, or maybe
maybe he's just
in this restraint universe of like, no, you need to do
this. The thing with like a lot of artists, like directors are artists, a lot, everyone behind films are artists, and when it comes to being a director, once you've got your mind set on something, it's kind of difficult to then shift away. Speaking just to myself, when I've done things like editing or pictures or video editing, anything like that, and I'm like dead set on something, and I know what I want to do with it. Huh?
What?
It's on Patreon. Go check it out. No, I'm kidding. But maybe
you'll never see it.
Maybe he's just he's got something already on his mind. Maybe it's an original project that he wants to work on that we haven't, heard of yet, or maybe it's just something else. Maybe he just feels like, I think it's probably just that. If anything, that's one of the possible reasons.
Yeah, and I don't want to say you hear horror stories coming out about directors who work for Marvel, but you definitely, once are like 5 years out, and they go, yeah, I didn't really have, I knew I was hired to go do this job. So I didn't have a problem with that. And you hear them come out and say, look, you don't have Final Cut, you don't really have this whole creative thing, but you're there to do a job, sort of thing. It's not your project. Which I get. I think people know that now signing up for an MCU film. I think there's only, James Gunn? Who had like full, the Final Cut on his Guardians films. So, yeah, but Gunn and Feige were like that. Gunn were getting sent scripts for the other films saying, "Oh, James, can you just read over this and see if it's any good?" So, and doing notes on them. But yeah,
hell yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to our next topic. The Acolyte. Now, me and Kyle may not have liked The Acolyte very much. It's not bad, it's just...
It's kind of bad.
It's just meh. It's just meh. And, but we've give our thoughts on it. We've let you know what we think about it, so you can go check the review out if you want. Like I said, we're not going to shit on a show for 7 weeks if we didn't like it. What we're here to talk about today is... This is actually the biggest debut on Disney Plus of 2024. Now, this is 4.8 million views on its first day. It beat Ahsoka. It's beat X-Men 97 this year. Well, no, like Star Wars-wise, it's beat Ahsoka from last year. It's beat X-Men 97 this year. It's beat Echo. All stuff like that. Are you surprised with this? Especially with the...
I am and I are. I mean, it's a weird one because, I was in work today and, I had someone talk to me. I won't say his or her name, but out of respect. But they even said to me that,
they don't want to sink with this ship.
No, genuinely, we spoke about these things before, Star Wars and things like that. Obviously, we spoke about Obi-Wan quite a bit. And that was it. We didn't really speak about anything else, but they brought up this show, and they asked me, "What did you think of it?" And I was like, "Maybe not watch it." You know, there's it's weird how many eyes are on this thing. I think it's because of just the interesting concept, the obviously interesting title, the setup, the big things surrounding it. You know, with it being set 100 years or whatever before. So maybe it's just that. Maybe it's like all those Star Wars nerds have come together and were like, yeah, this is all us, kind of thing.
Well, another thing I want to say is, look, before this show even went live, not the critic score, the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes was down to 45%. These people had not seen the show. Look, we might not like it, but I have a big fucking problem with people going on who aren't even going to watch the show and leaving a negative review before the show even comes out. Yeah. It's wrong. It's not right. People, you know, have worked on this and they're just going to review bomb and review bomb and review bomb. That's not how you get your message across. You get your message across by just not watching the show. Yeah. The numbers out there. You know what I mean? But clearly, now, other people are interested in it. 4.8 million on its first day. Which is surprising to me as well, because I really did think we needed another truly great Star Wars film to come out. For the love of Star Wars to come back. But we both quite liked Ahsoka. So it was like, we've already on that. Well, the last Star Wars thing I saw I liked. This, though, is a bit... No, we're not talking about it. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you, though. The premise is interesting because that's what sucked me in. When I heard about it before I saw anything, I was like, I'm excited for the show. This was, out of all my Star Wars shows, this was like, this is the thing I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe there's just not to do on Tuesday nights. Maybe that's why it's watched so much.
Probably.
Now, do you think we will see, like, Shogun? Where the viewers just kept going up and up through the week? Or do you think we're going to see some...
I think the opposite,
you think
personally.
We're going to see a decline? I too think we're going to see a decline because
100%.
I don't see many people going, this show's great, you need to check it out. I see a lot of people going, this show's a bit meh.
Yeah. Go watch Andor. Andor needs the views. It deserves the views.
Definitely go watch Andor.
Yeah.
And look, we'll be watching, I know we'll be watching episode 3 to probably make up our mind for good on the show.
Yeah.
But if we don't like it, we're not going to review it. We've done the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, still quite shocked. His biggest debut. Because I know X-Men 97 did quite well. Can you just check X-Men 97's opening days? Opening number, views, whatever it would be. I'm assuming it did well. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe nobody watched it. Maybe everybody watched it. Maybe only 5 people in my hometown.
I can't find opening numbers.
Can you not?
View.
Yeah, view account for day 1.
It's 4 million views in 5 days.
Right, so... Okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
Still. The Acolyte. Who would have thought it? The biggest Disney Plus debut in 24.
Yeah.
What else they got that's coming this year? Anything you think they could dethrone it? We've got Agatha.
What?
Do you not think?
No.
A lot of people love Agatha.
I don't think it'll knock it off, but it'll do good, I think.
Yeah.
But still, not that number.
Anyway, let's get on to our final fucking topic. House of the Dragon Season 2 is coming out to some very strong reviews. It's holding at 80. It's the accent. I'm sorry. It's holding at 88% on Rotten Tomatoes at the moment. Reading a lot of great things. It's going to have the blood, the guts, stuff like that. There's going to be the violence there. There's going to be some messed up stuff for people to see early on. Better than season 1. So, we see this comes out in less than 2 weeks now, House of the Dragon. It's next Sunday, I believe, for our American friends, and we get it Monday because of how it works. Are you excited to be hearing good things about this?
Absolutely, yeah. It's nice to hear. I mean, it's kind of expected, but it's nice to hear that it's better than season 1. That's just like a nice thing to add on top of it. Yeah, to help the excitement.
And, this is another show as well that got an episode cut like The Last of Us. This is only 8 episodes this season. But we say it all the time. Rotten Tomatoes is just an aggregate. That is just where people put the reviews and then they work out the score, and then it's, this is... The way I like to describe it to people is if 100, if 10 critics give it a 6 out of 10, that would still be 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, yeah. But no, it is nice hearing the good things. Obviously, because we have had problems with Game of Thrones in the past. People not really liking the 8th season. I know you're not a fan of it.
Yeah.
So, that we're coming back strong. And especially after losing Miguel Sapochnik as well. After the first season. The first season premiered and then we lost the showrunner.
Yeah.
And was like, it's up in the air. Can it capture that magic again, or are we going to fall into...
I think it will, yeah.
I think it will.
I mean, despite that, it would help to have a bit of consistency, but still, it might bring something new to the table. Might bring something new to the season, new flavour.
New flavour, new season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just an all-round topic then, Kyle. We've got this coming out, let's say next week, because it technically is next week. We've got this coming out next week. We've got The Boys coming out next week. What are you more excited about?
I think The Boys, just because of the disappointment that I had with Gen V.
So you're really craving some Boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you just say that one more time?
House of the Dragon, I'm very excited for still. It's just with the thing that happened with the Gen V show, because I didn't like it. Yeah.
Can you just say that one more time for me? You're craving Boys.
I am not saying that. But yeah.
All right. Do you know what? I'm going to surprise you here. And you know how much I love The Boys.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to House of the Dragon more.
Don't surprise me though, because it's that feeling of like a little bit of nostalgia for that Game of Thrones feeling, watching.
Yeah, trying to capture that again. Just like a heroin addict. Literally chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
Going, I just want to feel like that one more time.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. All around, we're in for a good couple of seasons of a couple of different shows. It's a shame that Acolyte didn't start that trend.
Yeah. Do you know what? Because if Acolyte was really good, it would have been like September of 22, I believe.
When
did we have The Boys on and House of the Dragon on at the same time again? Am I remembering?
So.
Or was it? No, I think it was different. I think it was same year but different times. What TV was? It was Andor was on. House of the Dragon was on.
Yeah.
She-Hulk. And
it seems like Disney can't get it right.
And Rings of Power.
Yeah, but I didn't watch Rings of Power.
I did. I hated myself because I watched it every week, and I was just like, maybe this week it'll be good. Maybe this week it'll be good. And do you know what? It had one pretty good episode, so
yeah,
I was wrong 7 times out of 8.
8 times a charm.
Hell yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that will do us for today. Kyle, anything you want to add before we go?
New video coming out this next Wednesday.
Yes, it will be our second X-Men review for X-Men 2. X United, X2 United, 2 United X-Men, 3 United X-Men in a park.
Mm-hmm.
Plain Soggy Biscuit. That's my favourite X-Men movie. But yeah, like I'll say it again, this man right here works so hard on these videos, and you see the amount of shit I give him every time we record. So go support Kyle. Don't do it for me. Do it for Kyle. Think about that.
Fuck you.
That nice little man when you're watching the video.
Shut the fuck up. I know where you're going with this.
What? Where am I going?
Oh, you don't know where you're going? Well, you sent me that link before the show.
Rock and Roll
What?
Hall of Fame.
No.
All right.
Oh.
You know where I'll go with that one too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry we haven't done a X-Men casting 2 times this week. It's just we've actually had stuff we need to talk.
Bit of topics.
Yeah, we've had stuff we need to talk about. Like the X-Men casting topics have been great for when we're actually running low on news a bit, but we've been quite busy.
Yeah.
So sorry, but we will get back to them next week. It might have to be one a week now, depending on what's on.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you go watch our X-Men review for X-Men 2000. Great video. Kyle put so much effort into it. Please go watch it. And, you know, what's been your favourite topic of the day? Last of Us, X-Men, Acolyte, House of the Dragon. Let us know down below. Also, me and Kyle will be filming again this weekend. So, are you excited for that? I don't care. See you later.